biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott. Prescott on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And the offensive starters for Dallas.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit every time I think about Zach Martin and the controversy, air quotes there, about him being picked by the Cowboys because many thought that another player was going to be picked in that spot, but they made the right call in getting Zach Martin. Versatile player, played guard and tackle in college, and uses that versatility to his great advantage in the NFL. Immediately was an all-pro and continues to play to that level.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Watch the
Now Prescott. And the catch made by Hopkins. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's incomplete. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Broken tackle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Clinton Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Off the draw, here's Williams. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Gerald McCoy busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Chiefs 7, Cowboys 3.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. They go back to the ground with Williams, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Clinton Dix there for the stop. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. That's caught at the 1, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. It's complete to Hopkins. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, Prescott. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has...
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's a elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through, but I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself, and that'll be incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Noah Spence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones.
Up first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, D. Slam, slam, slam.
First down, and it's Pollard again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 36, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Prescott to throw it. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. To throw is Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Mike, 53, Mike. Man, I got you.
Now Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
Come on now, let's go.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He completes this one to Mack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Xavier Woods with a pick. The 40, the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mahomes now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Williams. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Again, it's Williams. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Elliott.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Prescott now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Prescott now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He gets it to Brown. Complete. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Here's Prescott. It's complete to Hopkins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. From the red zone now, Prescott. His throw incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Sheds off and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds Hopkins complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Prescott from the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Zerline's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mahomes to throw once more. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. On first down, Mahomes. He completes this one to Mack. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the...
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 5. A little under 2.5 to go. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the catch made by Hopkins. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. A Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Now that's Elliott, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Mahomes to throw.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, let's go.
One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.